Now, on 25th May, Singapore's Ministry of Trade and Industry published the 2026 Economic Survey. In a single document, the MTI laid out both the bull and the bear case for the city-state with unusual clarity. Singapore is now the single most leveraged ASEAN economy to the AI capex cycle, and by MTI's own naming, supply chain exposed to the Middle East through specialty semiconductor inputs. The duality is tradable. The Q1 2026 GDP printed at plus 6% year-over-year versus 5.7% in the Q4 of 2025, well above the advanced estimates of minus 3% quarter-on-quarter and a Bloomberg consensus of plus 0.2%. The electronics cluster grew 26% year-on-year in real terms. The domestic electronics exports expanded 12.7% in 2025. The MAS had tightened policy in April, the first Asian central bank to move this cycle, and Singapore dollar is the bid, but the STS is at a record and home sales hit 6-month high last month. The structural readout here is that this is no longer a diversified electronics economy. It's a listed proxy for AI memory trade with a Hormuz trail. Now let's talk about the twin exposure that we started our video with. Now there is a bull case of the capex anchor. Bloomberg Intelligence estimates that the global hyperscaler capex will exceed $800 billion in 2026 against $290 billion in 2024. Now this is a 2.8x expansion in 24 months. And this is the cleanest single figure in print on the current cycle. The regional capture map is well defined. Taiwan produces cutting-edge GPUs via TSMC. Korea and Singapore produce memory chips. Malaysia handles the assembly, test, and PCBs. Singapore's specific exposure is memory, the chip class with the highest direct beta to the AI training and inference workloads through the HBM, that is the high bandwidth memory demand. The Q1 electronics plus 26% year-on-year real and 2025 domestic exports of plus 12.7% are the export side read on this demand pulling through. When we are talking about the bear case scenario, there is the choke point extension. MTI's article, which was authored by Dr. Christopher Saw, the lead economist of the economics division, names helium, bromine, and sulfur as critical semiconductor inputs sourced from the Middle East. Now, this is a substantive break from the prior Punjab Capital research coverage that we have done on the Hormuz seasons. It extends the choke point risk from energy price channel, that is oil, gas, and freight, into supply-side specialty gas channel, that is the semiconductor production, directly taking the hit through the fab inputs.